Okay, so it's not really. We've got some buffer problem. I'm not really sure what's going on. There's nothing else on the Wi-Fi. It's rather odd. I'm not sure why we are having these kind of problems. Why? Where are you? Where's window? Yeah, it did. It dropped. I'm not sure what's completely wrong, to be to be perfectly honest with you, because everything seems good. I've done this like many times before, but for some reason it's being a bit of a beep. So how is that? Is that okay for you guys? Can you see? Oh, really? No issues your end? Yeah, low sound. People complain about that. So if I do that, I think sound is a lot better. Right, let's get started on what's going on. If everyone's fine, then I think that's just complaining my end for no reason at all. About a bit of a hey everyone, hey. Sweet, okay. So let's I think we're past the time. I kind of dipped out. Sorry about that. So I guess let's get started. Let's start popping some questions and answering them. If you have an iPhone X or newer, they have an app. Oh, you're answering about the IPD. Yes, so if you wanted to know what your IPD was, there is an application available. You can just go install an app and it will give you your IPD. You can also go to your optometrist, which is your eye doctor if you want it exact. And you can also perhaps do it rough-handed if you have a little tape measure. But you might not want that near your eyes. Is there a way to expand the storage for Oculus Quest 2? No, there is currently no expansive storage on the Oculus Quest 2, which kind of sucks. It would have been great, but then no one would go for the 256 for an extra 100 more. Because that's kind of crazy, isn't it? 100 for that storage, for the extra storage. You just pop it in yourself. And yes, Teddy Fresh. Does the quick to have the bricklayer on screen like the Quest had? Okay, so Samuel Survivor, that's called the screen door effect. That's what that's referring to. So the screen door effect is where you can see all the pixels and it looks like you're looking kind of through a grid, which are those bricks as you were referring to. And that is so much better on this Quest. So much better because it's got such high resolution. You can't, yeah, the screen door effect is not there at all. Is there fog? There can be fog if you breathe on the lenses, but fogging issue, I have had to wipe them, but when I've been getting in sweaty games, I guess so. I guess it kind of is an issue if you're getting really, really sweaty, it's going to fog up, because if you're using the default facial insert, it's very foamy and absorbent and gets very, very hot in there. So what I did on my old Quest is I actually had a face insert that has vents on top, and then the vents lets all the heat out, and that was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, heat can be a problem. Does the Elite strap fit a small head like an 8-year-old? My friend Lee, I don't know, so I don't have the Elite strap. So if you DM me, I am actually getting the Elite strap, the Elite battery strap, all the Oculus Quest accessories that should be here on launch. I couldn't get them early, unfortunately, just the headset early. So I can answer that question for you in a couple of days' time. Or I can ask a friend for you, because obviously we're quite close in the community with people like BMF, who also got one early, Thrill, who got one early. So I can ask them for you. So if you DM me on the Discord or on Twitter, I can find out for you, my friend. But I doubt it, because their target age is of 13 years old. So there is potential that it may not. Lincoln, dude, hello, my friend. You don't need to do that. I really appreciate. That's really kind of you. That's actually really kind of you. Appreciate that. So the God Rays, I have, yeah, there are some God rays. There's definitely more God ray than previously for some reason. I'm not sure what it is. It could be the LCD screen, but it's not an issue once you're in game playing. The only time that I've seen it where it's kind of been like it's really different and really in the way is perhaps on like when you're booting up and everything's kind of black, but then the white from the Oculus is really beaming and the God rays are so prominent there when you're moving your head around. But in game, I haven't really found it to be much of a problem. So I wouldn't worry about yourself about that one, Lincoln. And also, thanks for being here, buddy. Oh. Mr. Skeeva, Skiggers. Does the Quest 2 allow me to hang out with Steve Knows More? Of course it does, because, it makes me want to dive into VR again, because it's all exciting. So yes, Skeeva, thank you so much for that. I want another spot on Between Realities, because I love that podcast so much. So bring season 3, or if you need someone else for another episode, I am there. Also, thank you so much for the, for the little for this little dono there with the poo logo. That's quite hilarious. Boop. Sorry, there you go. There's the chat. I don't know. Thank you so much. So bad or strong? I don't know how to say that. How are the black levels? The black levels are nowhere near as good as the Oculus Quest 1. The Oculus Quest 1 with its OLED screen was brilliant. The colours were fantastic. The contrast was really good. But the blacks in this are definitely not better. You can see them if you're looking at as I just said about booting up. When you look at it booting up and you see the white, it looks darker because you're looking at something that's incredibly bright. But if you're just looking at black and you turn around, it's kind of a really dark grey. It's not pitch black. The black levels are not as good, unfortunately. So the big difference between Quest 1 and Quest 2, which I'm going to do a video on that, by the way. I'm going to do a dedicated video comparing the two headsets and the differences. But the main difference, without a shadow of a doubt, is the resolution. The resolution is so clear on the new headset, and you don't have that screen door effect, and it makes it much more immersive. It's fantastic. Oh, Womabang, thank you so much for that, by the way. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's incredibly kind of you. So, do you ever stream virtual reality content on Twitch? I want to start streaming on my Quest 2 as soon as it comes in. I wonder if there are any big challenges. Well, I don't stream any VR content on Twitch. I'm not really in the Twitch scene, unfortunately, but there are definitely challenges when you're wanting to stream the Oculus Quest. Some people have used a Chromecast, but if you're using a Chromecast, there's a delay in your movements to what you're seeing on screen. Also, if you want to record footage, there's a HDCP stream, so you have to get a splitter so you can get rid of that signal, remove that signal to allow you record what's streaming to that. You can also wirelessly plug your headset into the computer and use some other software, but then you have to, recording the audio is another challenge, and I've had to plug an auxiliary in from the headset to the computer, and just kind of like the whole experience is really wired. But there are other ways as well. I can't really remember. There's an add-on like Airstreamer or something like that. That seems to be a bit more effective. If you want an answer, a deeper answer on that, and some, I can ask Gamertag, because he streams constantly all the time in the Quest, and he'll know something there. So if you want to DM me, I can take this one offline as well. Says The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners going to get a lighting update by the time the Oculus Quest 2 officially releases. I don't know if it's going to get a lighting update, specifically a lighting update, but it definitely is going to. They have said it's going to get an update. Whether or not that's going to make a noticeable difference, I'm not sure. It currently plays fantastic from that demo that I showed off on the channel, so I'm not really sure what else they're going to add to it. But we'll see. I can actually check that out now, so I will let you know shortly on the channel, actually, because I've got the early review copy. Do you have a recommended Wi-Fi 6 router for budget? Well, the thing is, Wi-Fi 6 router on a budget, is there one? They are incredibly expensive, and the Wi-Fi 6 router at the moment are not supporting Wi-Fi 6E. Wi-Fi 6E is the one that you really kind of want, that's going to make the big difference, because it has a higher frequency, like 6 gigahertz, I think, which is going to provide you with less latency. So less latency is going to be a better virtual reality experience. Currently, Wi-Fi 6, they have a higher bit rate, so I think you can get higher quality, more bandwidth, but the actual latency is no different. So to me, I don't think there's any value in upgrading to Wi-Fi 6 yet. Just stick your 5 GHz. It's going to be pretty much the same, and wait till the end of the year when 6E is supported. So I wouldn't rush into that one. Wojut, you can DM me on Twitter, Instagram, and on my Discord. The link should actually be in the description of the stream. Oh, there's no description in the stream. Can I edit that? Can I edit that now? Because that's... Yeah, let me add it. I'll put it in. Let me put it in. I can't believe I forgot that. And there's also a link to an Oculus Quest giveaway there. I can't believe I forgot to add that. It's because we had technical difficulties a second ago. So, right. So I'm popping that in there now. And let me add a thumbnail that we had. Where are you? There we go. Right, I've added all of that. Oh, hold up. Fades Ninja, thank you so much, by the way. So can you connect Quest 2 via Bluetooth? You can connect stuff to the Quest 2 via Bluetooth, such as a gamepad, if you want to play some pancake games, which is quite handy as well, because you can put APK files and play stuff like Fortnite, but with a joypad. But you can't connect stuff like wireless headphones, which is kind of a pain. I really do hope that they change that, though. Funk Soul Streamer, you legend. My Quest 2 still says processing for shipping on the Oculus website. Any tips to calm the stress of waiting? Well, if you have a Quest 1, I think play that. Also, to calm the stress of waiting, you can dive into all the Quest videos that are available online. Joining this stream is definitely a helpful one. I think perhaps dive into some Echo, check out some free games. Perhaps try and work out what it is that you want to do when the new Quest is around to get you more pumped up. But I know that's going to help to get you excited. So go find some new games, perhaps find some new content, such as the micro creatures. You can go watch that in 5K on the Quest 1, and then you're going to be able to watch it in 8K on the Quest 2 when that arrives. So that might tie you over. So the contact that you wanted, by the way, to answer some of those additional questions, Twitter, Instagram, and Discord is now in the description. So should I get an Elite strap, or should I wait for the third-party option? Well, the Elite strap so far looks pretty great, but I don't think you need the strap either. Like, because it's much lighter, this strap kind of works perfectly well. I wouldn't say that you need it. I'm not a fan of this strap, but you don't need the Elite strap. And I would also wait for the Elite strap with the battery. That's the one that kind of excites me, because it has a battery within the head strap, so you can have extended playtime. So if you're going to get anything, I would recommend getting that one. You're going to increase comfort and your playtime, although it is a little bit more expensive. Danny Ward, dude, thank you, by the way. So hi Steve, keep your amazing content. Are the graphics for Population 1 better via my PC, or the same as standalone on the Quest 2? Dude, it's better on the PC. It's definitely miles better on the PC. Much more buttery and shiny on the PC, without a doubt. So, but of course, the Quest 2 resolution, things look very, very sharp, and it's really quite a step up. But in terms of the graphics and the visuals, the draw distance, still good on Quest 2, or okay, but much better on Oculus Quest 1. Oh, thanks. I just saw that, Mr. Fox. Saw that little equation. Thank you so much. You can't rewind the stream. I think because DVR isn't on, is it? Because I was having problems. So if I do that, okay, I've enabled DVR now. So rewinding at any point on the stream should work. You should be able to rewind from this point. So sorry about that. I just turned it off because we're having streaming issues. But it begins now. We're still going to answer a ton of questions. But you should be able to rewind now if you are joining from this point. So, okay, so what games do I recommend for new players? Okay, so I definitely recommend checking out stuff that's not going to make you completely sick. Beat Saber, of course. Super Hot, of course. What else? So they're kind of the obvious ones. Some stuff just came out. The Walking Dead, without a shadow of a doubt, because the scale is so big and it's just so much fun. It's really going to get you pumped up for virtual reality and see what this thing's kind of capable of. But of course, the first 2 games are going to be Super Hot and Beat Saber. You can't go wrong with those. Perhaps some party games as well. Blast On is actually a blast, no pun intended, but it's actually a ton of fun. It is really, really good. So I recommend that one as well. And that's kind of one you can share with people, so you can take off, let someone else have a go. Which, when you've just got a new device like the Quest, especially around Christmas, that's the kind of stuff you want to do. Share with family. So the audio on the Quest 2, I think, is better than the Quest 1 in a sense where it's not as tinny. The highs are not as tinny. There's a lot more low end. So, thank you for loving the channel. And yes, I still play guitar. Yeah, of course I play guitar. I've got a guitar over there, and there's 2 in the front room as well. I always want some virtual reality games to have some crazy soundtracks, to have an excuse to make a virtual reality video on the guitar. But yeah. So the link work on the Quest 2, it works exactly the same. It's the same. There's no change in the Oculus Link experience currently for the Oculus Quest 2 versus the Quest 1. The Quest 2 is not it's 90 Hz ready. It's not 90 Hz enabled. So if you want to use 90, so official applications on the Oculus Quest store are not going to currently be supported for 90 Hz. But you can sideload content, which I'm working on. Thank you for the title as well, because I just dived in because it worked. So Oculus Quest 2 Q and A. There we go. And now we've got a title as well. So what would I do without you? What would I do without you guys? But you can actually sideload some 90 Hz titles already. So Get Chopping, Let's Go Chopping, the zombie shopping game, is 90 Hz supported. And also Virtual Reality, the playground, the physics playground, also has a Quest 2 update and 90 Hz support as well. So you can enjoy some 90 Hz gaming right now. But yeah. Is the VR cover worth it? Yes. Look, I've actually got it. The VR cover is on this bad boy right now. And I thought that the foamy insert that comes with the Quest by default is so much more comfortable than the previous Quest. So I thought, I'm not going to need this. I don't need this. But it is so much comfier. Like, put the VR cover on. I was really trying to avoid putting the VR cover on. But I put it on, and it is so soft and so cushiony. It's really, really good, actually. Yeah. It's definitely good. I recommend it. It's not a must-have. You don't need it, but I do recommend it. Do standard headphones fit any cheap? Yes. So look, on this one, instead of having the double aux on either side of the headset, it's just got the single aux insert, so you can put any headphone in there, and this will output in stereo for you as well. Also, has built-in audio, so you don't need it. Is the official Link cable worth it? See, that's a tough question, because you can... we kind of recommend virtual desktop at this point because it's really quite good. The latency is quite low. The quality of the imagery is actually better, and also you have a wireless experience. So virtual desktop over the official wire, and it's quite expensive for the official. So you can get a third-party one that pretty much does the same job. The microphone, by the way, on the new Quest, I feel like it is actually better. It is actually a lot better. So if you check out the Star Wars video I did, I actually used this microphone when I was streaming that video. And the Star Wars one, you can hear this mic's quality. So if you want to hear what the mic sounds like, go look at the Star Wars Squadrons video and you can hear it because I'm using this mic. The tracking on the new Quest, I'm not sure if it's in the version 21 update because this Quest has actually got version 21 installed on it. And version 21 should be coming out on launch. Around launch for the old, I don't know if it's coming for the old headset as well, so they might have tracking improvements there, but the tracking on this, I've not had any problems so far. It does seem a little better. It could be because it's a new device. This one's been kind of worn in, the original Quest, but it is better. You can stream games to your PC playing wireless Q2. So what do you mean? Do you mean playing wireless PC VR or just wireless on your Quest? Because there are methods. Wireless PC VR, the game actually pops up on the screen anyway if you're playing Steam VR. But on this Quest wirelessly, you can use the development hub which I would recommend installing as well. So go to Google, type in the Oculus Development Hub and download it, and it has like casting options, streaming options, ADB command options, all kind of wirelessly with this headset. It's a really, really good, helpful hub, a useful tool, especially if you want to use the headset for making content. So, thoughts on the Logitech short cable headphones? Oshu Chalani, the Logitech, the G333 Pro headphones. My comment on them really is, I think they're just kind of standard headphones, and they've been given the VR approval, or the Oculus branding just slapped on it. So, I'm kind of all for just going and finding your own set of headphones, and not really pushing for that. I'm not really, I wouldn't get those, personally. That's just mine. That's just me. Is the Quest 2 worth it? If you don't have a virtual reality headset, for that $299, I would say the Quest is so worth it. It's so good. It is really, really good. And if you want to upgrade, if you sell your other Quest for cheap, perhaps $200, that extra $100 I think is also worth this upgrade. And if you're someone that wants to try virtual reality, getting the Quest 1 for $200 is also a worthy purchase as well. So I think yes, the resolution and soon to be that frame rate is fantastic. Whoa, 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 whoa. I have to pause for a second. Nah, dude, Wombarang, start streaming on Twitch and then we can collab. Joke, I have like no followers. Dude, if you want to play together, because that was crazy, that's nuts. That's actually nuts. If you want to play together, please just drop me a DM. I can put an hour aside and we can play together, and you can stream something if you want to, because that's absolute madness right there. Whoa. What am I supposed to... I don't know what to say to that. That's crazy. Womberbang, can you please join my Discord, join the Twitter, and DM me, please, because I'd like to thank you for that. That's incredibly kind of you. So please reach out to me offline from this as well. That's so nice of you. I'm in shock. I'm actually in shock. That is insane. Like, thank you so much. And thank you... That is... I'm speechless. I'm sorry for dwelling on it. I'm actually speechless. Fuck. Oh, shoo. I shouldn't say that. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Right. So let me... Sorry. Let me just shake that off and let's get back to some questions again. But Womberbang, please reach out to me outside of this, please. Because that's really kind of you. So... thank you, No Idea. Thank you, and thank you so much. So, Light Switch, I can't play Population 1. Well, I can play Population 1, but I can't play Population 1 kind of on the stream. Because it's for the Q&A. But I'm definitely going to be diving into Population 1 once it's available, and we can I'll see you on the battlefield. So what's actually better, virtual desktop or Link? See, that's the kind of the way. So Link has a lot more compression, and the quality is not as great as when you're using virtual desktop. Virtual desktop is a wireless solution, which is also incredible. Link is wired, but Link has slightly less latency, but it's kind of minimal. Virtual desktop, if you've got a great connection and you're using 5 gigahertz and the house isn't using up that bandwidth, you can have quite a high quality virtual reality experience. It's actually quite good. Thank you so much there, Mr. Plop, for that, by the way. Thank you again, Mr. Womberbang. Thank you. Jeez, man, that's crazy. Thank you so much. Right. Does 4K YouTube videos look better than the Rift S? Yes, it does look better than the Rift S, because the actual resolution of this Oculus Quest is higher, so the visuals that you're seeing is stronger. It's much stronger. So what's this? You must send us the link of the glass Quest holder 2. Yeah, I get asked questions on this every time I'm streaming this thing. So, what is it plugged in? Oh, I've turned it off. So, yeah, this is the Quest headstand. It has LEDs built in the bottom here, and then they kind of shoot up through the stand. And I get asked about it all the time. Constantly, all the time. Okay, VR cover interface or insert. I can only get one. Okay, You can only get one. I would say if you can only get one, hygiene. Because the new head strap might provide more comfort, but then the VR cover is also going to provide you more comfort for on the face. It's actually really cushiony and nice, but it also has the added benefit of you can just swap it out if other people want to use the headset. Because the head strap is okay, but I haven't really had any problems with it. Is there a limit to the Guardian space? Oh, the Guardian space is limited. Yes, the room scale experience is limited. I think it's around 6 meters squared. But if you want to go beyond 6 meters squared, you can turn the Guardian off and just go nuts. You can do it. You can do that. Something about a router here. Can I tell me if I should use channel width 80 Hz or 100 Hz on my TP Link to get the better performance whilst using the Quest? Going for the Quest, using my channel width. So, is that going to make much difference? Is there do they run at different frequencies? Do you know those bands? There's 2 channels you're talking about. Do they run at different frequencies? So, do I need to split connection on a dual band router so my Quest only uses the 5 gigahertz? When you connect to your router, does it not have when you're using dual band? Are there not options there to connect to the 2.4 gigahertz channel or the 5 gigahertz? Because mine does. My router has the 2 options, and I connect to the 5. AD 802.11 AD supported. Let's find out. So Qualcomm 6800 product brief. Let's look at the chip. Where are you? Here we go. Right, let's get it up. I got the brief up. I'm downloading the brief so we can answer some more of these questions. So I don't know if it's going to go that in depth about the protocol that's used. So 802.11. Which what was it? What was the one you were looking at? Is it AB? AD. Right. So the Wi-Fi standard support is 802.11ax and AC A, B, and G. And yours was... You know what? Let me pop this in the chat. It tells you, my friend. It's quite... This is in... By the way, for anyone watching, this document that I just posted in the chat, incredibly useful. Because this Qualcomm Fast Connect 6800 is the chip that's in the Oculus Quest. And it shows you some of the possibilities and the specifications related to that chip. It's an incredibly useful document. I would give it a little once-over. But how good is the audio and mic of the headset itself? So the audio, of course, the audio is not like I'm wearing some AKG Q701s, some Sennheisers. It's not obviously as good as that, but it's still a good experience. It's still pretty good. There's more bass, especially for the Beat Saber as well. It's good, and the microphone is better. It's not a Valve Index mic. It's not a mic like I'm using now, but it is better. So if you want to hear what the actual audio sounds like, I am using it in my Star Wars video. So you can check that out, the Star Wars Squadrons video. I'm using the Quest mic on that one. Does the VR chat work better on this Quest? I've got that question so many times. So I did dive into it, and it's still as janky, unfortunately. I don't think there's any improvements there. I think we're going to have to wait for an update. And then the update is going to have to enable some improvements for the Oculus Quest 2. Oh, Tom. Thanks, Tom. Have you heard of Rebuff Reality VR ears? Thoughts? I have heard of Rebuff Reality. Let me remind myself of the ears, because I know they did the kind of the battery counterweight, didn't they? So Rebuff Reality is VR ears. Okay. Okay. These look like some headphones. Do they support the Quest 2? I don't know how good these work, though. I haven't tried them myself, so I don't know how good they are. But they seem unnecessary. They definitely seem unnecessary. But then saying that, the headphones on the dual audio strap are fantastic and definitely improve the experience. And these are going to be so light and non-intrusive. They're going to be built in as part of your headset. So from that standpoint, I think it's actually they might be okay. But as far as the audio quality goes, I couldn't tell. I don't know because I haven't tried them out. My IPD between 2 and 3, will that be a problem? Cashton Harmer, I have an IPD of 60, and that's between the 58 and the 63 of setting 1 and 2, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It is a little annoying if you're using Quest 1 and you're used to the slider being exactly how you want it, and you can get it perfect. When you first put on the headset, it is a little like, ugh. But it goes, and then after that, it's brilliant. Yeah, it's really, really good. Womberg, thank you so much again, dude. I hope you're reaching out to me outside of this video. Links down below in the description. So guys, please as well, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. And there is a chance to win an Oculus Quest 2 down below. There is a giveaway for a Quest 2 if you want to enter that as well. So, can you just unplug the Elite battery strap with it in for Oculus Link? One average game cat. The Elite battery strap I don't have yet. It is coming. It's on its way. Oculus are sending me it. But it should be here when the Quest launches, so in a couple of days. So if you want that question answered, I can answer it for you, just at a later date. So please feel free to ping me or DM me in a couple of days' time, and I can let you know. But I'm definitely going to be doing a video on it, so don't worry about that. I am going to be covering it. All the accessories, the Elite strap with battery, the case, the VR cover, the this rifle that I got. Because this also now has support for the Quest 2, has the mag cups for the Quest 2. So I am going to be doing a big accessories video covering tons of stuff for you. The official Oculus Link cable, I think, is a USB-C, isn't it? USB-C both ends. That's kind of the difference. And normally the third-party cables that you're referring to are going to be copper, not fiber, like the Oculus is. So, and the issue with that is it's prone to interference over long distances. So if you've got a 5-meter copper cable, perhaps the connection's not going to be as stable, but you're probably not going to notice the difference. It's going to be so minor. But they're also going to be cheaper than the official Oculus Link cable. Big Fudge, this is on DVR. This is being uploaded as well. I've done a couple more of these Q&A sessions leading up to its release date, which are going to be available, or which are currently available on the channel as well, if you wanted to go back and check that. So how do I get my mum and dad into VR? I would love they get obsessed like me. I love that question about how do we get people into VR? How do we get mum and dad into VR? And the way to answer that, I suppose, is you're going to have to relate to their nature. They're probably not going to be as interested in games as much. Perhaps they would like the workout games or the workout sessions like FitXR. You can take workout classes online with people all over the world. You can also there's applications where you can check out hotels in virtual reality. You can visit the world. It's so much fun. Is fast charging supported? It doesn't charge very fast, let me tell you that. If it is supported, I don't know if it is being used by the current charger. It does not charge very fast, but I've used a couple of chargers to try and test it out. I haven't noticed much difference. I like the Nintendo Switch charger. I've also used my phone, which is has fast charging capabilities, and it still takes a long time. So let's have a look. Oh, hold on, let me get the box. Whoop. So just finding out. What have we got here? Footmatch third. So, okay. So the Quest 1 doesn't support it. I don't see this really supporting it either. It doesn't look like. Doesn't seem so, unfortunately. Because apparently fast charges shorten the battery life. So it's probably a design decision not to have that. Because the battery life already is 2 hours. So you're going to do whatever you can not to absolutely destroy that. Will an overhead padding strap fit on the Quest 2? So, let me show you the strap, because you can answer that yourself, I guess. But if I just show you what's possible. So, this is the strap. That's all it is this little kind of clip that goes over it, and this piece of fabric. So if you can get some foam on there to cushion it, feel free. But the current like VR cover foam don't fit. They don't fit. Steve, what is that LED lamp next to your glass? Because it looks amazing. Ah, Kenobi, yes, I bought this. Bought this from TK Maxx or TJ Maxx, known I think in America, but it's TK Maxx here. This your Palm Gear device. This thing here. And you can change the colours as well. So I literally just got it so I could just have some more lighting around the desk. Can it play videos from a USB drive? Well, it seems you might want to go check out someone called Tycho Tech and his channel, that he has managed to actually somehow plug like a device into the Quest, into its USB port, its USB-C port, and is able to play movies and stuff from it, which is pretty interesting. But something you should know as well, if you've got a computer and you want to put movies and stuff onto your Quest, you can put it on directly onto your Quest as well in the file system. Or what you can do is you can set up a Plex server, which is Plex. It's just a simple application. Just Google Plex. Nice, that's actually a number. That wasn't a pun. Google Plex. So literally Google search Plex, download the app, and you can put movies into that application, and then you can watch it in big screen wirelessly. Oculus Quest 2 display brighter than Quest 1 display. I don't know. It might be compensating because it's not OLED, so they've made it a bit brighter because the God rays are more intense. But I don't know. It might be brighter because the God rays are more intense, but it doesn't seem like a vast difference. Not something where I can pick up on it and be like, yes, it's brighter. Oh, PB plays. That is something I've wanted for a very long time. Does the Oculus Quest record your voice now whilst you're playing? And the answer is no. It still doesn't do that. It still doesn't pick up on your voice chats and record them in game. I don't think there's an option to do that either. I really do want that, but unfortunately, it does not work. Can you sideload stuff onto the Quest 2? Yes. Sideloading works exactly the same way. There's no difference. And if you've already set up your account as a developer account, when you get your new Quest and you boot it up, it's already enabled. Developer mode is already enabled. You just have to put the headset on and allow permissions to connect to the computer because it's a new device, new MAC address. And that's it. You're ready to go. So yeah, you can still sideload content. And if you can sideload content, I do recommend a couple of games that support 90 Hz already. So as soon as it's here, Let's Go Chopping and Physics Playground all support 90 Hz. The Elite Strap, I recommend don't buying it straight away because you want to try it first, right? Let's put it on, see what it's like, and then perhaps after, then look at getting an Elite Strap if you're having problems with the current one. Don't jump the gun. I don't think they're going to be out of stock. They might be. But if you're going to get one, don't get the Elite Strap. Get the strap with the battery to increase your battery life. The hand tracking improved from the Q1. Yes, I do think the tracking is much better. But as I said, I can't confirm that this isn't part of an update version 21. Because version 21 is in the new Quest, but it's not in the old one. And that might come with these improvements. But yes, it does seem like the hand tracking is better, and also the just kind of the normal tracking seems much better. Light switch to find out your IPD. There is an application on your phone. I don't know what it's called, but there is a mobile application you can use. You can also go to your optometrist, your eye doctor, and they can tell you, or you can get a tape measure out and try and get it kind of roughly right as well. Or you can just move the lenses and see what works better for you in the headset. There's only 3 settings. Oh, it's going crazy, right? Oh, whoa. Quest 1 and 2 saturation is very high. Why is that? I do not know why that is. It might be something to do with the capture software. I do not know. It also records at a really random frame rate and resolution as well. So it could be something to do with the capture and less about what you're actually seeing in the headset. 90... So the 90 Hz hand tracking, will it make it better? I don't think they're related. The 90 Hz is to do how quickly you can see what's happening inside the headset, how many draws are being called per second to your screen. And I don't think that's related to picking up your hand. So I don't think it's going to make a difference to the hand tracking that way. Third-party cables should support 90 Hz as well, but that cannot be confirmed until 90 Hz is actually released. But yes, it should. It should be no different. Is there a way to use an external microphone on the headset rather than the built-in mic? Michael, so if you want to use the headset third-party with a third-party microphone, you can't do that currently natively with the Oculus Quest as far as I know. I've not been able to do it personally myself. Perhaps someone's found a workaround, but natively I haven't been able to do that. But you can use different microphones once connected to the computer, but you can't use third-party microphones when using the Oculus Quest. I haven't been able to do that, unfortunately. Virtual desktop work on Mac. I think I saw an article recently, actually. Like, are they going to support the Mac? I think they might be. I think it might be happening. I can't remember now. Does it? I saw something very recently on it. Let's have a look. Yippity doo da, yippity Quest. Yeah, oh, what am I on about? Yes, I know it does. Yes, it work. Yes, it will work on Mac. If you go to the virtual, I just remember, if you go to the virtual desktop website, it has an FAQ page and it's split up with a Windows computer and a Mac. So yes, I do believe that'll work. Yes, I've spoken about tracking. My friend, I'll touch on it again. The tracking seems better. I don't know if it's due to the update version 21, but it does seem better. The tracking has been very, very stable. I've been able to play Expert Plus on the Quest headset perfectly fine. So hopefully you're going to be good. The graphics, the Echo VR graphics, they're the same graphics, but the game definitely seems more stable, and it has less, and it doesn't have the foveated rendering around the edge. It's much, much clearer. So yeah, Echo I think looks great. In my comparison video, I do play Echo, so if you wanted to check that out yourself. Yeah, look, Guy Godin's here. Look, he comes in and answers the question himself about Mac. I said yes, but he's definitely here. It's in beta, as he said. Guy Godin, everyone. This guy is a virtual reality Quest legend. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to enjoy these wireless Pcvr experiences. So definitely a shout out to you, Guy. Thanks. Can I cast my computer screen on my Quest through virtual desktop without having a good PC? I'm not aware of this. No. Sorry. Let me read that again. Make sure I got it what you're referring to the right way around. Where is it? Ah, yes, JOJO. Yes, you don't need a crazy good PC in order to see your monitor inside your headset for virtual desktop. You don't need a crazy good computer. It's just streaming. You only need a crazy good computer if you want to play games on it. Does Quest 2 feel more comfortable than Quest 1? It definitely does. It's lighter. It's around like 67 grams lighter or something like that. It definitely feels better on the face. It definitely feels lighter. It's smaller. So there's less kind of... There's this thing in maths. I can't remember what they're called. But it's like a pivot point. And as you go further away, the force that's applied is increased as well. And because it's much smaller and it's actually lighter, there's less strain on your face. It's definitely better. Ah, your IPD is 63. Congratulations, you have a perfect setting for setting 2 on the Oculus Quest headset. Setting 2 is your IPD. It's 63. It goes 58, 63, and 68. So congratulations. Does it now work in the dark? It does not work in the dark, unfortunately. It works in low light settings, but it doesn't work in the dark. And it doesn't work when it's incredibly bright as well. So when I have like my lighting on and I'm filming, I've got to make sure that it's not facing. Quest 2 supports Bluetooth mice, keyboard, and gamepad. Yes, I think Guy needs to be my co-host. But yeah, thanks for being here. Bruh, bruh, do you upgrade from Quest 1 to Quest 2? Well, it depends, really. You're going to be able to enjoy the same games. It's not really going to make much of a difference. But to me, if you can sell the Quest 2 and get over 200 for it, I mean, if you can sell the Quest 1 and get over 200 for it, that small investment, I think, is worth the upgrade to the Quest 2. And you're future-proofing yourself as well. So I don't think there's any rush, but I definitely think about it. Oh, the controllers are much bulkier. Look, they are much bulkier. Look. So here's the two remotes. Whoop, look at the difference. Much bigger. Much bigger. This one seems much thicker, but it's slightly heavier. There's more to grab. The buttons are thicker and softer. It feels better. Going to these, it's quite small yet thick. But yeah, it definitely I definitely like this one. Do games open faster? Yeah, something I've noticed when I was doing comparative videos is it seems like the Quest 2 is actually loading the games faster. So there was less wait time in certain situations. Sometimes it wasn't different, but other times, yeah, I could because I filmed both and then I was putting them side by side. I could actually notice the Quest 2 one was actually booting faster. Motion sickness is going to be a problem at 90 hertz, 120 hertz, all the hertz. It's a virtual reality problem until you've kind of found your legs, but it's probably going to affect you much less because of it. So the Q2 does not work with the AirPods. I've got the AirPods. I tried. No, unfortunately not. Because I would have loved to have used these really light headphones whilst in a light wireless virtual reality experience, but yeah, unfortunately not. Slow mode, real dog. Slow mode is on, but it's on 30 seconds, so I can increase that. But it is on. Slow mode is on. IR. I don't have an IR lamp, an infrared lamp. I have no idea if that works. Math, is Facebook planning on cutting off SideQuest support? Well, let me tell you, I don't see that happening. Because a couple of reasons. SideQuest did just get a £650,000 investment. They wouldn't have got that investment if they were going to be just shut down like in like a month's time. I don't believe, because that would have been a stupid, silly investment. And they were also working with Oculus for that new channel, that new gaming channel. So where currently you have to have developer mode enabled in order to sideload content onto the headset, Facebook are going to create a release channel that's not the official store, but you can still access it within the headset. There's actually going to be a bunch of links for applications that can be installed straight onto the headset. And those links are going to be hosted by the people that are running SideQuest. SideQuest is going to act a bit like a storefront. Oh no, this is a new stream, so you're right, slow mode isn't on, because this is a new stream I haven't set up. Thank you. Thank you for that. How long did it take for Oculus to send you the Quest 2? Well, when Oculus said that they sent it out, it took 2 days. So Oculus said, oh, it's been sent, and then the next day, nothing. Then the next day, it had arrived. So delivery, definitely, it isn't that long, but it could be dependent on where you live. So let me pop slow on. Settings. Put it on. There we go, buddy. I'll put it on. It should be good. Slow mode is on. Okay, what headset would you use for more immersion? So light switch, if you want a headset for immersion and you're not worried about money, it's got to be the Pimax 8KX. 8K resolution or 2 4K panels per eye and 200 degrees field of view. I don't think there's going to be anything more immersive than that, because that's just crazy. But you are looking at around something like £1,600 or euros, which is quite a bit. So Snoozy, regarding the Elite battery strap, that question, can you charge the headset whilst playing using the link whilst that's in? I do not know, because I don't have it yet, but it should be here on launch. It is going to arrive, and I'm going to try those accessories out for you. So do not worry. You just you're going to have to come back to me in a couple of days' time. No, unfortunately, you can't use the buds to listen to the Quest. The Quest doesn't support those headphones, annoyingly. A wired connection only. Boys in Blue Official, thank you for loving the channel. Thanks for supporting the channel. So if anyone's new here, please subscribe to the channel and join the Oculus Quest giveaway down below if you want a chance to win. You got nothing to lose. You might as well. You could be walking away with a new headset. What's next? Oh, those AirPods on your desk. What headphones do you use for Quest 2? So these are just for work, because, you know, I work 9 hours a day for my normal day job. And when I had my over-the-ear headphones, it just used to kill my ears. Headphones for the Oculus Quest. When I decide to use them, I use these. I've got my Sennheisers. These is what I normally use. But that's only when I really want to get lost, if I want really good sound quality. Normally when I'm playing games like Beat Saber and I just want to let it out, or if I'm having a little VR workout session. I pre-ordered my Quest 2 the other day. Should I keep my Quest 1 or sell it for an extra couple of bucks? Love from the US. Well, I think keep the Quest 1. Because once the pandemic's over and we're allowed out and we're visiting friends again, having 2 virtual reality headsets to go around a mate's house or invite someone around, you're going to be able to play cooperative games together, enjoy virtual reality experiences. So I would say keep it. I would definitely say keep it. It's like having 2 remote controls for the Xbox or the PlayStation. It's nice to have once it's there. And I think having those experiences with a friend or with a family member as well is going to be worth a lot more than like the $200 or £200 you're going to get for the first headset. So I'd say keep it. So does the controller need to be in the sight of the cameras? Yes. So the tracking only works in the cameras, in the sight of the cameras. If you're like behind the headset here, there's no way of it being tracked because it's being tracked with the use of the cameras. So it has to be kind of in front, but it's got quite a good peripheral, and it's the prediction, the movement prediction is getting pretty damn good right now. Really, really good. So I think the tracking definitely feels a bit better. Warranty. Do I know if it has a warranty? Normally with technology products, at least in the UK, they kind of default, they come with a year's warranty. So if you bought something technical and within a year's time it just broke from no fault of your own, that should be covered. But from Amazon in the States, I'm not completely sure on that one. I wouldn't know. Davos Callow, your IPD is 58. Can you use the Quest 2? Yes, because luckily for you, the first setting on the Quest is actually 58. And then it goes 63. And then it goes 68. So yes, you can. Yeah, yes, you can. You can use a microfiber towel instead of a cloth. I actually have what I use, I don't know where it's gone actually, but I actually have a lens pen for cameras, which is a small little microfiber bit where you can scrub the lenses, but it's used for cameras normally, but works perfectly with the lenses, so it gets rid of the oils and the dust. And if you're really looking at extending the life of this headset and really want to look after it, you can pick one of those up for a few quid. I do recommend that. No, wireless headphones, Anno Hyper, the wireless headphones do not work on this Quest, unfortunately. You can't do that. It doesn't support headset mics either. It's just kind of default what's on there at the moment, which kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. Vincent Lato. Well, it depends if you want. I don't think you can go wrong. If you want to get into virtual reality, this is the headset to get. I wouldn't ponder on it. If you want to get into virtual reality for the best possible price, it's this. If you want something that you can, you know, you have a hybrid, standalone, and PC game, it's this. Joshua Govin, you can sideload Bluetooth audio. I did not know this. Joshua Voda, I did not know that. I did not know that. I want to make note of that. I want to check that out. Sick. So, thank you so much again for that. That donor, that's really kind of you. So, will people get their Oculus Quest headsets in the States on the 13th? Well, that's supposed to be the plan. That is supposed to be the plan. But there's always delays. You never know. It might not turn up. So, is the official link cable worth it? Valorant, personally, I would say no. Don't spend the $80 on the official cable, you can spend 20 on a third-party cable, and you could then spend 15 on virtual desktop and enjoy a wireless experience and a wired experience if you want the improved latency, and save yourself. You still save yourself money and give yourself more options. Can I use my Rebuff Reality battery pack? No, you can. You should be able to use your Rebuff Reality battery pack. It's still a USB-C port charge. It's still the same charge. I think it's still the same charger. You can, if you got the Rebuff Reality for the Quest 1, you should be chilled with this. Although, I'm not sure about the attachment because it's not quite the same strap setup. I'm not sure on the attachment, but you should be able to plug it in still. So what GPU? Daniel C. So my PC setup, I have an RTX 2080, the Ryzen 7 3700X, and 16 gigabytes of RAM. So that's good enough for me to edit videos. It's also good enough for high-end virtual reality gaming. But you don't need to go that high. The recommended, I think, is a 1060. But I probably recommend now, if you can get your hands on one, the 3070. It's so cheap. So cheap now. The wireless feature for virtual desktop will not be out at launch. Hear me out, because you have to sideload it. So if you buy the virtual desktop application from the Oculus Quest store, it doesn't have that wireless gaming capability. You have to sideload that, which is you should really be aware of that. You do have to sideload that feature. IPD is 57. Yes, you could use the Quest 2 because the lowest setting is set to 58, and you're just under that. You're gonna be, so that will work. Yes. Well, the battery pack I recommend, you can't really go wrong. They have a long-standing reputation. Is Anker. Get an Anker battery, and I think I got a 20,000 milliamp, which is like 2.5 to 2 charges, I think, of the Oculus Quest full. So I recommend going Anker. They're not expensive, and they store a lot of battery, and they've got a good reputation. The Quest 2 on Mac Steam, I can't confirm that, unfortunately, because I don't have Mac. I do not know that. I don't know. As Guy Godin said, yeah, sorry, you can stream the pancake stuff, but if you want to use it for the virtual reality, you've got to sideload the feature. So how do you transfer saves from Quest 1 to Quest 2? So this is something I actually want to look into ready for launch, because a lot of the games that are coming out that are enhanced, they are implementing cloud saves now. So I'm not sure if you just hold off for a bit that you'll be able to just transfer your saves, but otherwise you're going to have to mess with the file system on your Quest. So you would need to plug your Quest into the computer, transfer files off, and then add them again. And I don't know if that works still. I haven't tried it, but I'm definitely going to. I'm not sure if it's locked by MAC address or, and somewhat so. I will look into it, and I will let you know. Shadow PC, cloud-based PC be used to stream to the headset. While Shadow PC, cloud-based PC cannot be used to stream directly to the headset. Not directly to the headset. But I think you can use it to beast out your computer, and then on your computer you can then stream after that. But I thought Shadow PC were actually working on something for the Oculus Quest. But the problem with that is that way of playing is you're going to experience a ton of latency, because you're going to be on the computer streaming something that could be, I don't know how many miles away, back to you, to the headset, and it's that's a couple of hops. There you go. See, as Guy said, it works. So as Guy said, it works with virtual desktop, but directly on the Quest, no. I love that this is a plug. I love that Guy Godin's here as well. I feel like a kind of fangirling a bit, or fanboying. Sorry. Definitely virtual desktop is kind of like a must-have at this point, especially if you've got a gaming PC. I've played Solaris, of course. I've played Solaris, of course I have. Yes, all right. It's all right. I think it's a decent game. But for me, the kind of the multiplayer shooter has got to be Hyperdash. Hyperdash is the Don. I really, really love Hyperdash. That's probably the multiplayer that I would recommend. Oculus cable, do you recommend? So Sergio Alvarez, for third-party Oculus Link cables, I use PartyLink. I've had PartyLink from day one. I've had no problems whatsoever. There's also Anchor that you could use, and there's a bunch of third-party ones. If you just go to Amazon and Google it, they'll all come up. Oh, guys, thank you so much. Blue Williams, thank you, my friend, for that. Thank you. Oh, and Thomas as well. Thanks so much. Thanks for all your content. So hyped for the Quest 2. Could we see some more content on your VR? It would be awesome. Good day. Thomas. Yeah, of course. My yours. Look, I don't know if you can. Can you see it? My room's a bit of a mess. There's the yaw. It's full of my clothes and my and my bee haptics. Oh, brilliant. But thank you so much for that, man. You didn't need to do that. No one needs to do that. So thank you. You're all super kind, really. So Jim Canadog, warranty-wise, check that your vendor offers Asurion, Allstate, Best Buy insurance. Amazon offers no extra warranty. Okay. So you're letting people. Thank you for letting people know that. See, in the States, it's quite different than what it is here. So Amazon offers no extra warranty, but if something is wrong with the product, you can send it back for Amazon. It's not like once you've got it, oh, this doesn't work, you can't send it back. But I think you're not going to have the extended warranty available to you. Oh yeah, okay, that's a good question. The Weirdo Legion. So this is something that gets asked quite a bit actually. Is that the Quest 1 had problems. You were playing for a very long time, and you plugged in charging at the same time. It can get very, very hot. The Quest kind of overheats. It gets very, very hot. But this Quest, I've not experienced any problems as of yet to do with heating. I haven't run into any heating problems yet. It's like teething problems. No heating problems with the Quest 1 as of yet. So Destroyer, yeah, you are aware that Godin said that he's working on extra monitor support, which is going to be great, especially for us that want to use it for for our office. I'd love to, because I'd well, I've got an ultra wide, so it doesn't really matter. But for those that have multiple monitors, and I'm hoping eventually we can emulate some monitors, because that would be so good. My work desktop, I could have, because as a developer, if any of you are out there and you also develop, you know that you need so many tabs open and so many screens at once. So it would be very helpful. So Easy167, another good question. 64 gig or 256 gigabyte. This is always a common question. And the way to answer it, I think, is The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is a game that is going to be amazing, and we want more games like that, and that's coming in at 12 gigabyte. So that's 5 games. If you install 5 games that are like that, you've got no more storage left for anything. So it's kind of like, are you going? But a lot of the other games are not that big. This is kind of a one-off. So it's just, what are the games going to be like in the future? It might be worth investing in the larger size, but then it could be. Are you going to be the kind of person that plays these kinds of games over and over again? Or once you completed it, is that it? And then in that case, it doesn't matter for the extra storage because you're not going to keep it on the headset. Well, I don't know what the difference is between the $14 and the $30. Check the specs. If there's no different, just go cheap. Shoes. Tie my shoes. No, I don't think they didn't get rid of blood for Saints and Sinners. If you look at my game demo, I did a gameplay demo of it, which I threw shit over the wrong shoulder. I just made silly mistakes. But I'm pretty sure there was blood. There was definitely blood. So Levi Cormaz, I have an IPD of 60, and 58 and 63 are the two settings, and I'm perfectly fine. It's not perfect, but because the other headset you can actually get it perfect, but it is perfectly fine. Those two is not going to bother you. And VR cover, I recommend it for hygiene purposes and comfort. definitely. The new kind of insert on the Quest 1 is very, very comfortable, but it is foamy and sucks up sweat. And then the VR cover one, it's even more comfortable. It has air vents on it as well, so it shouldn't really get fogged up as much. And it's a lot more cushiony, and you get 2 cushions in it. So if someone else wants to use it, you can just tear out the insert and put a new one in. So, which is obviously great. Hey, I need some advice. I'm starting to post some VR videos to YouTube and I'm struggling to grow. I use Quest with Link. What games are popular and what's a popular thing to do with VR on YouTube? So that's a tough question. Just because, my friend, it took me so long. It took me like 4 or 5 months. Maybe, what was it, April 5? That's nearly 6 months to just get like 100 to 150 subscribers. So the thing is, you don't focus on the growth. Just focus on making content that you enjoy, you're having fun doing. Don't really focus what's on anyone else's plate. And try and find something that you do that's different. What are you doing that no one else is doing? And it will come. Obviously, I do believe that a bit of luck is kind of sprinkled on this. You do need a bit of luck, and I definitely feel like I've been blessed. So thank you so much. But I think another tip would be as well, if new games are coming out and you're wanting to cover it, don't cover them, I think, on day dot, because people are going to go to the people who they are familiar with to watch that. So perhaps let it stew for a bit, and that's going to affect your click-through rate. So definitely check. You got to keep an eye on your statistics and play smart, my friend. The Quest 2 for watching movies and videos. Yes. Mickey cubing. Of course, the resolution is boosted. The resolution's now really good. Less screen door effects. So movies and stuff, they look great. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sinceri, I know. Dude, I know. Sinceri, I lost it. When I saw that, I was like, whoa. Some incredibly generous gentleman who I hope, as I said, is going to contact me so we can poke offline and play something together for his stream. Yeah, incredibly generous. So the graphics on the Quest, yeah. Oh, Boggit, hello, buddy. Boggit, my old mod, my chief mod, my master chief. So what do you think about the graphics on Quest 1 better than Quest 2? The graphical difference is actually very minimal. So the Quest 2 is getting all of these Oculus Quest 2 enhanced games, although it's not even out yet, so I don't expect there to be huge gaps in the visuals. But the improvements have been very minimal, but they're already coming. So, I don't know, but the resolution boost, more than anything, is making all the difference in these games. The less foveated rendering, the increased resolution, and soon to be higher frame rates is making all the difference. So, in a way, Quest 2 looks much better, but the actual kind of textures themselves, there's not really much difference. Can we take it outside with a PC? The final fin, you could take it outside with a PC backpack. Yes, you could do that, but make sure that it's not beaming with sunlight, because you won't get any tracking and you might damage the headset. So make sure you're in a shaded area when you do that. Whew, okay, so with YouTube quality setting, would you set Quest videos or would you? Oh, the Quest videos. I think they're like 720p. They're roughly around that. They're roughly around the 720 mark. But you can run an ADP command or connect it to SideQuest to try and increase the resolution. You can also change the aspect ratio of the recording that way. So if you sideload stuff, you can make lots of adjustments to your headset. Insta Noodles. You can have plenty of battery life if plugged into the computer whilst playing, but you need to make sure that your cable is pushing out enough milliamps in order to charge your headset. So I found if you're using the USB-A or USB 2 connection, that it doesn't output enough power. So it does actually slowly deplete. So that's something you need to be aware of. It's possible, but it depends what you're using. 1080p if you download the video. You have to make adjustments, as I said, in ADB. onto your headset, but I do believe it's possible. The best way to stream it to Twitch, the highest quality. Such a tough question, because the Quest streaming capabilities are such a pain. Such a pain. I would say wired connection with a line input from the headset. Because if you're streaming like that, you want reliability, and a wired connection is always more reliable. Our pass-through mode is much better. I don't know if the cameras are higher quality, but the resolution is much clearer. So it seems much better when looking through the headset. It is clearer. The pass-through is much better. It's easier to do activities whilst wearing the headset for sure. The Elite strap, I'd say, is not worth it. I would say the default headset's perfectly fine, and if you're going to upgrade the strap, get the Elite strap with the battery. Extend your gameplay. Extend the battery life. Add a counterweight to the back of the headset. And also get a new strap. That's what I would recommend. But this works perfectly well. It's not the best strap by any means, but it's works perfectly well. Is this good for education? Of course. There is tons of collaborative apps, ton of working apps that you could use. There's also multiple browsers that you can open inside the headset. There's nature shows. You just have to find it. It's not all about gaming here. You just have to find it. So Oculus. Oculus Quest over Rift S, I think, because the Rift S is being discontinued next year. So definitely go Quest. If people who haven't been charged yet, I think you get charged on its release, like near your shipping date. So you should, and it's the weekend now, so they won't charge you here, I think. So you'll probably get charged tomorrow if you're still waiting, or next week. No, the Quest 2 will not offset PC requirements at all. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, not at all. So if you're wanting to use your PC for gaming, you're gonna have to beef up the computer. But hopefully, with the new GPUs that are out, and for some reason, technology this year just seems to be having this massive generation leap in many areas. So hopefully, you can get some hardware quite cheap that can actually run VR perfectly well. Thank you, Harry Moore. Cheers. So you got charged on the 6th, tracking today. See, the 6th makes sense to me because that's a week before delivery. That's often what happens with pre-orders. A week before, you'll get charged. So if you haven't been charged yet, I expect you've got a later delivery date. Do you reckon the Quest 2 will be obsolete? Ooh. The IR light does work in the pitch dark. It's really cool. You should make a video about it. Mr. Potato. So the infrared light, invisible to the naked eye, does work in the pitch dark. So the Oculus, I thought, so this is interesting to me because what I thought is that the Quest 2, actually, in the pitch dark, struggles to track the controllers and have 6 DOF. So what it does, it actually turns it to 3 DOF. So it doesn't work completely, but you definitely you can get 3 dimensions of freedom in the dark. Is that what you're referring to, Mr. Potatoes? And thank you as well, my friend. Thank you so much. the FOV to the OG Vive. Well, I think it's the same. So the FOV on the Quest 2 is 100 degrees. I love that. How does Onward look? I know, because Onward definitely needs an upgrade, doesn't it? Well, Onward hasn't had a quality of life upgrade for the Oculus Quest 2. It doesn't have that, so it still looks bad. I don't want to badmouth anything, but yeah, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great. Thank you, Arthur Sargzian. Hello. So how does it work with Shadow Cloud? Have you tried it? So I haven't tried Shadow Cloud. I haven't needed to, but I know people that they have. And you can't do Shadow Cloud directly to your headset, but people have used Shadow Cloud. I know they were using it to play Half-Life Alyx on their computer, so it can be done. But the problem with that is latency. A couple of hops, because you got I don't know where these servers are hosted. So if it's on the other side of the world, you're going to have a ton of latency. You're still going to have latency anywhere in the world, so that's going to be the problem with using cloud for VR. So I wouldn't play multiplayer games in it. But I'm sure, like, single-player titles, you could possibly use it for that. What's better? I love it. What's better, the Link or virtual desktop? They have different things. So the Link, I feel like, has more compression. The visuals are not as clear. Virtual desktop has much clearer visuals. Virtual desktop is also wireless, which is amazing. But, of course, the differences, the small differences, is latency. Virtual desktop is more than playable, and it is my recommendation. Wireless virtual desktop is epic. But if you're someone, if you want to use this competitively, and you want to reduce the latency as much as you possibly can, and you have to go wired. That's always the way, but yeah, wireless is brilliant. Tell us about the microphone. Well, LadgeX, the microphone is an improvement. The microphone's definitely an improvement. So if you look at my Star Wars video, Star Wars Squadrons, I was using the microphone that's linked to the Oculus Quest. So you can go there and yeah. you can listen to the mic for yourself. Okay, so from dead to full, the charge takes so long. It's annoying. It's really annoying. And the cable you get is so short. So I think from dead, I plugged mine in. I don't know how long it took exactly, but it definitely took like over an hour. Long. Iski, how do I know which IPD I have? Well, your IPD can be tested with an application on your phone. So if you look at your phone, there should be an app. Jacob Dunifield, this is Teddy Fresh. I had someone ask me if I was wearing James Charles the other day. I was not happy. Yeah, Teddy Fresh from the H3H3 account. Oh, okay. With an IR flood lamp, you meant to say. Okay, let me make note of that, because that sounds like a pretty cool video if I could do that. Let me make a note of that. Because wouldn't that be crazy to play virtual reality in the pitch dark? People are like, what's going on here? But really, you're just having an absolute time of your life. Yeah. But if it's infrared, isn't it going to get hot? It's going to get very hot. You ordered during the live stream. That's very interesting. Okay, well, as someone said earlier, Mystical, if you look it up, the Mystical did a video on how you can check when your thing's turning up. Go check that and contact support. Don't just wait until release date and you're like, oh, where is it? It's not here. Find out. Get your quest. Get your quest. Enzo Kelly, thank you so much. I love your vids. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I love doing this as well. Well, Matt, potentially, but the thing is, if you're using, a charger that's beasting out more power, it's going to damage the battery life over long term, and that's not really something you want. Can you fry your Quest from a bad cable? I don't know. I suppose it's always possible. There's always potential for that, but I don't know. What is YouTube video like in comparison to Quest 1? Oh, okay. Well, the resolution is much better. And the XR2 chip can support higher resolution videos. So it is actually, it's better. It's clearer. Hotshot Tech. I know the guy. I know the one. Got it. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I know the guy. Yes, it's playable. Yes, it's definitely playable for Pavlov and Oddwood and stuff like that. Definitely playable. But I know what some people can be sticklers, can't they? Like, oh, I need the resolution, I need the extra. But it's perfectly fine, perfectly playable. You're not going to have problems using it wirelessly. No way. Did you know there was a man from Nantucket who kept all his cash in a bucket? His daughter named Nan ran away with a man. And as for the bucket, Nantucket. That's a good one. My Nan took it. Nice. Put the jokes in there, man. Oh. Quest 2 with Link versus the Vive. I don't know. I think Quest 2, it's hard not to recommend the Quest 2. It's going to have the same refresh rate as these other headsets and even higher resolution. It's going to be lighter and it's a standalone option. So Quest 2 over Vive again. And I really, 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 really do not like the Vive ones. It's a personal thing. I really don't like them. I really don't. Forgive me. Hello, the Endermaster just joined. Is it possible to cast your Quest 2 to the PC with audio? Ah, see, that's a different thing. Not wirelessly. I think there is a solution. I don't know what it is. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called something like... Oh, I haven't got it. Damn it. I thought I wrote it down. Something like Air Connect. I can't remember. But there's a workaround. It definitely doesn't work natively. Yes, you're going to need a new link cable. The link cable that you get is like this big. It's like 2 foot. A 2 foot cable. Unless you want to play games where you can't move your head. Air receiver. There it is. Genro, thank you so much. I'm there like, it's something. Air receiver. Is that it? That's the one. Man knows. Look into that. Look into air receiver. Zapper? What's Zapper? I don't know what Zapper is. Yeah, you should be able to charge with it. It should be fine. You should be able to charge with the USB-C cable. It should be chill. Yes, you can download your old games. It's the same. Tonaseg, the games are not linked to the headset. They're linked to your account. So it's the same. You don't worry. It's the same ecosystem, just new hardware. Oh, if you get it tomorrow, woo! Yeah, that's not right. You get it the 13th, but yeah, tomorrow. So Tech, you're looking at like an hour charge. Gabriel, thank you so much for the VR news comment. There's a lot of stiff competition out there, definitely. I don't really see it as competition. They're my friends. They're my friends, and I love what they do. I love their stuff. They all have different takes, so I appreciate that. I try and bring the enthusiasm for the virtual reality sector industry. Tech, I think it's around. It took me like. I think it was roughly just over an hour to charge my headset. From it being dead. The headset, when you wear it, every Mations is, 507 grams? Round about then. 507 grams. And because it's smaller, it's not as far out, so there's actually less like leverage and less pressure upon the face as well. So it's much better. Much better. George Garat, thank you so much. So the cable I recommend is, I've had PartyLink since day one, and I've not had any problems. I'm still using it to this day. PartyLink is what I use. Anchor is another cable that people recommend. But Oculus actually did allow people to... they did release the specs to third parties so people can recreate the cable. So you can just go to Amazon and look one up. And you'll be pretty confident that they are going to work. But the PartyLink and Anchor are the ones that I know for sure. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is up to date on the Quest 2, but I haven't dove into it yet. I've played the demo you may have saw on the channel, but I haven't dived into the full version on the Oculus Quest yet. It only just became available. Who is my favourite YouTuber? Oof, well, back in the day, I used to love Stone Fox Media, but he kind of just drifted off now. So I don't know, but I don't really have a favourite anymore. I've got like a community of favourites, and there are so many. There is a list. Whoop, hold on. So guys, as well, if you wanted a chance to win an Oculus Quest, there is a giveaway down below. And please subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here. The Quest 2 can't make pancakes. If only, right? If only the Quest could make pancakes, then life would be complete. Any recommendations for meditation location? Being able to chill in the woods, on the beach, next to a waterfall. So are you referring to like a meditation game? Or just somewhere to meditate? Because I find like you could just do it in your room. You know, turn the lights off, put on some ocean sounds, and then, you know, meditate like that. But there are a few games. There's a Tai Chi meditation app as well, which I wasn't really a fan of. You can also use Google Maps, Google VR if you want to go somewhere nice. There's also custom environments if you wanted to add somewhere to meditate. The Oculus Home, the new homes, is like have some quite good natural surroundings, so you could check those out as well. So you can just sit in the home and meditate with the headset on if you wanted, or put on your own audio. Will run Crisis. I don't think it will, mate. I don't think it's going to run Crisis. A 35k special, I don't think so. I think I'll save it for the 50k is the classic milestone. So I think we'll keep working. We'll keep working towards that, and I'll probably definitely be doing one. You wouldn't be related to Beyonce, Knowles. Yes, so Eric, you know. Hello, Eric. Yeah, so my name is Stephen Knowles. No relation to Beyonce, unfortunately. That would have been great, wouldn't it? I certainly wouldn't be this blonde. Oh, what do I want? So, how big are the controllers? Big man Boris. I love it. Big man. Let me just make sure. Jim, how'd it go? Sorry, you meant game. Okay. You meant game. So there are a few meditation games. But the one I can't remember what it's called. There's one on SideQuest that is designed to help you power nap with the headset on. That is one that I really think you should check out. But I think that if you're looking for better meditation apps, you need to go check out SideQuest. On the actual official store, let's have a look. There's not that many. They're not really good. There's not that many. And they charge you quite a bit. See, something that's... Yeah, I think... Okay. This is a bit weird, but I recommend probably the best one is actually a game, and it's not there for meditation, and that's Fuji, where you're in these beautiful, colourful gardens. It's kind of like linked to the music. That's probably the one to try. Will the Quest 2 be able to teach babies to walk early? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. It's just brilliant, though. Will babies be able to walk early with a Quest 2? I don't think they will. I don't think it can. But we live in hope, right? What a great question. Not sure if you're able to talk about this, but do you know if you'll be able to play custom songs on Beat Saber via Quest 2? Well, the thing here, Incubus, if you know how to currently sideload stuff to play custom Beat Saber songs on your Quest 1, you can do that on your Quest 2. You'll still be able to do that on Quest 2, no different. I haven't done it in a while. I'm not sure if, what was it, BMF, not the channel, still works, because I haven't done it in such a long time. But that's what I was using previously, and that was working. So if that still works, you will be able to do it. Single LCD panel, why is it bad? Well, it's not terrible, is it? It's just it's not a dual OLED, which would allow you to. It's like, I think the LCD problem, I think, is what people are more worried about, is the colors. The OLED colors just pop and are really, really, really good, and we're not going to have that anymore. All the true blacks, but really, it's not been that much of a problem. It's kind of like the standard in the majority of the virtual reality headsets anyway. Nope, the joysticks do not rumble. The joysticks are very good. No shake. No, we're good. They are good. Virtual desktop over Oculus Link. Bands Gaming. Virtual desktop over Oculus Link. I would do that. Are the games you bought on the original Quest going to be given to you on Quest 2? The original Quest and Quest 2 are the same ecosystem. The same games. Do not worry. You're not going to miss out. It's not like you're upgrading from a PS2 to like a PS4 kind of difference where it's definitely not going to be compatible. Quest 1 stuff is forward compatible and it will work on Quest 2. Do not worry. Canned olives, yes. So 72 Hz at launch and will be upgraded later. Well, I've heard people say that, but then I've also heard people say the opposite. No, launch is 72 Hz, dude. Oh, you want about the resolution? So no. The resolution is going to be upgraded, but the frame rates are not. The frame rates are not going to be any different. They're going to be 72 Hz until they update that. The Quest 2 controllers do vibrate. I thought you meant do like the sticks rumble, as in the analog sticks, which they don't. But the actual remotes do, sorry. The remote, it does have haptic feedback. Do not worry. Yeah, free starter games. Big Man Boris. What a name, Big Man Boris. Definitely Rec Room. Rec Room is so much fun. And it allows you to meet the community. It also allows you to try tons of different games that people have created. How long does it take to set up and download a game like Dreadhalls or Plank Experience? Well, those games aren't really big, so you're looking at around 600 megabytes to a gigabyte, I think, for those games. And so depending on your internet, that's going to take like 5-10 minutes to download. And Oculus said in their quality first policy that they want games to boot up after 4 seconds. So after 4 seconds, the game should boot it up. So it's, I suppose 5 to 10 minutes plus 4 seconds and you're going to be in a game. It can play Fortnite if you install the APK on the headset. Yes, Scottle. Yes, you can play Fortnite on this thing. You can stream on any of those platforms and Hyper. They're not related to the headset. So that's not related to the headset. You can stream on those regardless. Beat Saber over virtual desktop. I don't know. I don't recommend doing that. I haven't tried that. I haven't tried Beat Saber over virtual desktop, but I'm sure it doesn't work very well because you need, the latency is a problem. You need for it to be spot on for that kind of game. 64 gig is going to be perfectly fine, but 256 gig is probably recommended because games are hopefully going to be bigger. But I've got 64. It's never been a problem for me. Well, the Quest 2 I would probably go for. HTC have kind of been slacking. They've not been doing too well in the virtual reality space. They've been pushing for enterprise. And as we just saw in my latest news video, Oculus actually own nearly 50% of the VR market on Steam in September. So if you want to go to a platform that's heavily supported, go Quest. Go Quest 2. And I doubt you're going to get it for the same price from Vive. Whoop. Amazing. So guys, I'll say it again. I'm gonna have to. What, we've been going for a while now, so I'm gonna have to cut this off soon. I'll do a bit longer. I just have to cut this off soon though. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and also there is a giveaway down below. Thanks, guys. So, any news on Minecraft for the Quest? No, I did. No. Annoyingly not. Yes, I do believe Rec Room is actually one of the few cross-platform titles, yes. Distorted, the resolution looks so much better. I can't get over it. It's given new life to games. It's given new life to games, that resolution. It's absolutely fantastic. Enzo, Steve does know. He knows all. Okay, that's not true. Steve knows that he doesn't know all. But he knows enough. The VR chat avatars, Vice Prey, yeah, I was worried about it, but no. As of yet, no difference. They're going to need to release an update to take advantage of the Quest 2 for that, unfortunately. OG Infamous. That is low-key fire. The future of VR, it's going to be wireless. But I think the next thing is probably going to push for the wireless and the eye tracking. And I think locomotion. I don't see like the full body haptics really becoming a thing first. I think, yeah, we need to focus on other things. Yeah, you can yes, dude, HK, you can side quest games on an old laptop. All you're doing is transferring files. You don't need a beastie computer to do that. And Anno Hyper, have a great evening, my friend. Yes, you can get Discord on the Oculus Quest 2 via SideQuest, so you can install all the APKs on SideQuest. Or something that which is great as well, I have. It's something set up on my Quest which allows me to get notifications from my phone inside the headsets. That's very helpful. So game saves remain on the headset. I believe they do. I think they do. It'd be crazy if they didn't. I'm pretty sure they stay. The game's uninstalled, but the saves remain. The best game available for the Oculus Quest, AAA, has got to be The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. So as soon as you get your Quest 2, whack that, get that. One of my favourite single-player campaigns, though, it's not AAA, but it's pretty damn good, is Lies Beneath. I love that game. I love it. No, the Bluetooth, geez the boss, the Bluetooth hasn't changed, unfortunately. It's not better. You can't use it for that. Virtual Desktop does have latency. Of course, it's a wireless solution. It has a little bit of latency. But yes. Personal question. Do you have legs? Whoop. Whoop. I do. There you go. And the Buggelmaster. Shipping takes a couple of days. Well, mine took a couple of days, so... Oh, Shaping. Well, the Quest 2 is so cheap, isn't it? It's kind of like if you want a headset that's kind of casual for those kinds of reasons, you can't go wrong with the Quest 2. If I could add a feature to the Quest 2, what would it be? Tan Norman, what a great question. One feature to the Quest 2, what would it be? Wow. I think I would probably bring back that mechanical IPD slider that we had from the Quest 1. That's something I'd like, because, you know, that was a step back in this. So I think that. See, the Quest 2 phone without buying an accessory, that is a pain, isn't it? So that's something you're going to have to sponge up, a nice wet sponge, and then just let it dry. Or if you've got one of those wet things, I don't know what it's called, the wet thing. If you've got a wet thing, they sucks up like moisture from when you're cleaning vehicles and stuff like that. If you've got one of those, I'd use that. But you probably have to let it out to dry. Oh, God. Thoughts on lens protection? Well, I know some people are really anal about lens protection, but I've never had a problem doing it, and I've never run into any issues. It's not very often. You maybe the best thing to do, which you get with the VR cover, by the way, is you get a lens cap. So when you're done with the headset, it's just this kind of foam insert you stick on the inside, and it protects the lenses. Hey, Ratbat, thank you so much for subscribing, buddy. Pre-order the Quest 2, I would say, because the wait time is only going to get longer, isn't it? It's not going to be... If you want it as soon as you possibly can, you might as well do it now. Ah, no, I've got din-dins. What do I want for dinner? Oh, I don't know. No, blue light, it's not going to be bad for your eyes if you've got blue light glasses on, isn't it? That's going to be better for your eyes. But if you're using blue light glasses, you're going to have to put the glasses spacer in so you're not smashing the lenses and potentially scratching them with your actual glasses. Oh, whoa, Garden! Dude! I am waiting for my Oculus Quest 2. What game would you recommend? I've got Saints and Sinners, Half-Life Alyx, and Lone Echo. So it seems like you kind of enjoy these single-player experiences. I'm a massive fan of Resident Evil, Silent Hill, those kind of like action horror games. And Lies Beneath is that. It's a lengthy campaign, horror, action title with guns and stuff, a great story, great atmosphere, great visuals as well because it's cel-shaded, and that's one of my favourite games, single-player campaigns on the Oculus Quest. If you're looking at multiplayer titles, the best ones are, of course, Echo Arena. But I would, if you're looking, my favourite multiplayer games are actually side-loaded, so I would get Hyper Dash, side-loaded, and Pavlov's Shack, definitely. But yeah, I would do that. There's also Falcon Age, which is incredibly cute. It's a bit slower paced, but you have like a birdie companion, and you guys work together, and you can control the bird to like attack stuff, fetch stuff for you. And I also thought that was fantastic, and it looks really great with the high resolution inside this headset. But Arizona Sunshine is another lengthy one. Although the graphics aren't as good, you're still getting a really big game with Arizona Sunshine, and it has cooperative content. Thank you so much, Mr. Desert Garden, as well there. That was really kind of you. Thank you. No, Oculus are not going to phase out Pcvr, because Pcvr is still where the best experience is going to be. They just need to find different ways of enabling it now. How good's working out on the Quest? Well, with the Quest, what I've been doing is FitXR classes. Fantastic. Really, really good. Problem I've got, though, actually, with this head strap, is because it's got this kind of it's like a seat belt. When I'm actually working out loads, I feel this kind of slides and adjusts slightly, so I do have to tighten it again. But FitXR, love it, and I play Beat Saber with some wrist weights on. Again, fantastic. I think the VR workouts are one of my favorite things to do, because you have, as a gamer, you have that motivation to wanting to keep playing, which is brilliant. Yes, developers will get more money for making for the Quest with a bigger player base, of course, but then the biggest player base is catering for everyone. So the best thing that they can do, I think, is focus on the Quest from the ground up, but then add and make it better for the PCVR platform, because there's still more PCVR gamers than there are Quest gamers. Yeah, there are major flaws. The IPD is a major flaw. The head strap kind of sucks. If you haven't got the perfect IPD, you could potentially see the edges of the screen, which is a pain in the A. It's white, so you can have grubby fingers on it. But for the cheaper price, it's quite good. It's quite good. Yeah, I'd believe people if they came in the stream and said they had one. I know they got sent out. They could be another content creator as well. Fabio, my friend, thank you so much. So great work. Do the controllers on Quest 2 have those seams that tend to break on Quest 1? Let me show you. The answer is no. What they've done, so you would have the seam on this thing, you can like visible right there in the middle. So what they've done now is this is much thicker, much stronger. It's definitely a much heavier, better remote. But the seam is no longer there. It's still there. It's not there, sorry. It's now, the seam's kind of at the back. But you can see the seam now through the actual back of this bit. So it's got another layer over the top of it now. So it's much, much stronger. So, of course, try not to smash the remote. But yeah, it still has the seams, but it seems much, much stronger. You can't really, I think they're so like invisible, you can't really see them. There's like a seam there. but the seam's kind of at the point of like where you push down. So like, you know, like an egg. If you squeeze it sideways, the egg will break. If you squeeze it up top to bottom, it's like near impossible to break. Oh, Kevin Oris, thank you so much, my friend. Minecraft VR scares me. Walking Dead, I'm gonna die. See, Walking Dead, I don't think it's scary. It's an action survival game. I don't find it scary. It definitely creates a creepy atmosphere, but the game's not there intended to make you scream your head off, as far as I'm aware. It's just more, yeah. Big Man Boris, if you said you had one, I would say, yeah, I believe you. Or do you have a job that requires VR? Are you a journalist? Are you a content creator? Miles T, the LCD ghosting. I've not really had. No, I've not noticed that. If there's a problem, I've not really seen it. No, I'm sure that's something that they probably would have thought about, for sure. But no, I've not had an issue with that. Can I play PCVR with 2.4 gigahertz CPU? Of course. It's not the fastest though. So yeah, you may run into bottlenecks, but you can just you can drop the video bit rate and the stream rate and enable some of the split encoding, and it should make things better for you. But it's definitely possible. Yes, the Quest 2 is a good PC VR headset. It has a high resolution and 90 Hz if using virtual desktop, and it's incredibly light. I would say it's definitely a good PC VR headset. The God Rays. Yes, there are God Rays, but it's not as... Yeah, you don't really notice it when you're kind of playing as much, just more when you're in really dark settings. Really dark settings, you can see the God Rays when there's something bright there in contrast. But otherwise, it's not really much of a problem. If people are getting their quests early due to seller errors, I think just lucky them, congratulations. They can't, I don't think they can use it because they need to set it up with the mobile application, and the mobile application may not have the Quest 2 available right now. So if they've got it early, it's kind of a brick. It kind of sucks. They got excited and then they can't use it. I think the link latency was around 15 to 20 milliseconds, I think. Ah, Virtual Daddy! Virtual Daddy! Thanks, man, for the Australian dollars. Thank you so much. So, will I be able to play PC VR titles on Quest 2 wirelessly with virtual desktop and record and stream at the same time? Dude, yes, love you too. Yes, you can do that. But in order to stream and record at the same time whilst using virtual desktop wirelessly... Ooh, make sure you're gonna make sure that you got no one else on the line. Make sure that you've got the bandwidth available. So you're gonna have to manage your streams, because obviously you're gonna limit yourself and bottleneck yourself because of it. So it's definitely possible, but you may experience some dropout because of it, dude. So you might have to try and test some settings and configuration changes to try and get that just right. The Quest 2 doesn't support the Bluetooth earbuds, but apparently someone said you can actually sideload the capability via SideQuest that enables the Bluetooth, which I didn't know. So I'm going to have to go check that out. Dude, VR brand, the 90 Hz means 90 frames per second. So how many images are drawn to the screen per second? 90 of them. Tandoman, these new touch controllers are epic, dude. They are so good. I really do love these touch controllers. They're bigger, they're heavier, they just feel better. And the battery lasts forever in them. I'm still got I've been playing this like non-stop since I got it, and I've still got tons of battery. Yeah, worth replacing CV1, I think, dude. The IPD is annoying because you can't get it exactly right, and I'm in the middle of one of the settings for sure. It's definitely annoying. Gun pistol accessory, well, ProTube are definitely the guys to go to for a gun stock, right? So you got this is feedback. It fires back into the gun, and of course this is the carbon fiber stock. They do now have Quest 2 cups, so you don't need to replace these guns. You just buy the mag cups that connect to here, and you can use them on your new Quest. Oh, users now have the app, so Quest 2 is available. Damn. Well, congratulations to you guys. The latency isn't noticeable really if you're just playing a game, but if you're there playing like on virtual desktop, wirelessly playing Beat Saber, going crazy, you're gonna see the difference. You're gonna see it, but it's more than playable. More than playable. Right, guys, my throat is actually killing me. I've been doing this for ages, so I am going to have to go. I really appreciate all of you coming to join this Q&A. This is the last Q&A I'm doing until launch. We've done 3 of these now. I hope I've answered a ton of your questions. So please, please subscribe to the channel if you're new here. There's tons of content coming, and there's loads of content I upload constantly. Join the giveaway, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Good day! That actually hurt my throat. It's so dry. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye. Wowza. Where is it? Thanks, guys. Thanks, Big Fudge. That's really kind of you. Yeetus boy, what? You know you can DM me, Yeetus, if you want an answer. Oh, comment, you know.